Ellison the elephant. Ellison was an elephant, a little elephant, and young. He was a young and little elephant, but not a baby elephant. His friends and his sister Edna all could make their trumpets blast like other elephants, but not Ellison. He tried and he tried, but all he got was a little toot. See, cried Ellison, I don't even sound like an elephant. Ellison, I love your sound, his mother insisted. It sounds like you. Well, I don't want to sound like me, Ellison answered. I want to make a trumpet sound like everyone else. Ellison's mom got very close and touched him gently with the tip of her trunk. Ellison, you are not an ordinary elephant. No, sir. You are extraordinary. Even your name is unusual. All the greatest elephants in history were unusual. That's what made them great. But they tease me, Mom. Oh, now, Ellison. One day they'll all want to be like you. In the meantime, you're an elephant. You need to have thick skin. With this she gave him a motherly squeeze. Together they walked down to the watering hole, trunk in trunk, where all the other elephants were bathing. Ellison liked it when Mom washed his back, but when she sprayed under his chin, the tickless Ellison giggled and squirmed. He watched as the others played their noisy games. They squealed and blasted, honked and blared. Not wanting to be called Smellison or Tootie again, Ellison made his way up the bank and began a small clump of trees where he could be alone with his imagination. There he tried and tried to make that wonderful grand call that came so easily to everyone else. He filled his cheeks with breath and he threw his big ears forward, but all he got was a little toot. Full of despair, Ellison stomped and stormed until he stumbled right over a bush. That did it! He kicked that little bush and pulled it from the ground and shook it with his trunk. And that was when that bush yelled at Ellison. What do you think you're doing? Leave me alone, you elephant! This is unusual, thought Ellison. I've been yelled at by all kinds of animals, but never by a bush. I'm sorry, little bush, Ellison apologized. Are you okay? Then out of his bush dropped that Paisley weasel. Don't let it happen again, Ellison, he yelled, and he waddled away. Ellison followed him around the corner, over the hill, and into a valley, talking as he went. Hey, wait up, weasel. You can't talk to me like that. I'm bigger than you, and I apologize. And I didn't know you were in there in the first place. And you can't make me feel any worse anyway, because I can't even make a trumpet sound like an elephant. All I can make is a stupid little toot. Weasel stopped his tracks and turned around to look up at Ellison. Okay, do it. Do what? Ellison asked. Your sound, Weasel answered. Stop whining about it and let's hear it. Fine. Ellison agreed, and he blew a sad little sound. Weasel shook his head. Yep, that's terrible. I'd be mad too. And he disappeared into a hole in the ground.